Most people today do not have a clean body or a free mind, and they are often holding contradictory claims within their mind. And I think this is one of the reasons why so many people are so unlikable in modern day society. And it's not that I hate people, I just don't trust a lot of them. In fact, I don't really trust a lot of people to make my life decisions or choices that will impact me and my life and how I view the world and how I operate in the world. But one thing I really want to make clear in this video is why you should make the people that disrespected you hate that they disrespected you. It is often the case when you are on the spiritual path that you are going to encounter many different kinds of people, and a lot of which are going to be backbiters. They're going to twist your words, and they're going to make you feel isolated intentionally. You know, it's crazy, like, out of all of the hate that I do get from these kinds of people that are so unlikable, that are so fake, it's like the most hate I get are from the ones that I thought were the closest to me at one point in time. And it's because you gave them information about your life. It's because you gave them unique information that only they would know about. Or you had experiences with them that only they would be able to make a reference to. You thought you shared something special with this person. You thought that these people were going to have your back. But when the chips were down, they were nowhere around. And that was a sucky feeling for me to really accept that there are people in the world that are so callous and that are so cold and that are so malevolent in their nature that they would actually choose to disrespect you over taking accountability for their part in the situation. They would rather see you fall down than put you in a place of integrity, because they don't want to see your integrity stay intact, because they know that theirs deep down is nowhere to be found. And one of the weirdest things that I've encountered on the spiritual journey were so many people that claimed, like it's so weird how one day they're your friend and then the next day, you know, they're making insults about the things that you've accomplished or the things that you're doing. And it's like a backhanded compliment, you know. And then they want to treat you as if, like in front of other people that they know, as if they are the confident one. You know, they'll pat you on the shoulder like, "Hey, bro, how's it going? Oh, we're friends today? Oh, sorry, I didn't know that. I didn't know that we were we were friends again after the comments that you made yesterday." That happened recently at the gym with this one person that I had like one or two conversations with him. And I don't like to have conversations with many people. And he treated me as if he respected me, and I didn't feel super great about the energy when we left, but it was like there was still admiration and respect there for the moment. And I can feel that. I can sense that. But then the next time I had a run-in with him, I felt this like disdain kind of energy from him. And then he gave me some backhanded compliments about my progress in the gym. And I thought to myself, cool story, bro. Like, thanks for that. Thanks for revealing yourself. And this is something that I learned in that moment. It was like 90% of the spiritual path is weeding out the people that you don't even want to be around anyway. So it's like, you've got to make sure that you are hanging out with the right kind of people. And 90% of the people in the world are not the kind of people that you want to hang out with. That's just a fact. They're not going to be happy to see you succeeding. It's like you're doing better than personal trainers at the gym. You're succeeding more, and they're supposed to be the personal trainer. And you're just a guy that goes there, or a girl that goes there. And you are the person that's actually exceeding expectations. You're the one that's getting stronger every day. You're the one that's pushing yourself more and more. And here they are, eating fucking donuts and calling themselves a personal trainer. Now, if you eat a donut like once a week, that's like, I don't see, like, you can get away with that. I don't see a problem with that. Like, I have one cheat meal per week as well. And I go to town, man. Like, I go to frickin' town. I'll have rolls. I'll have a bunch of butter. And I'll have brownies and ice cream. Because that's my favorite treat. And lately I've been getting gluten-free brownies. Because, honestly, the regular brownies are just too much for me. Like, the next day, I can feel it for like 2 or 3 days after now. And so I started getting gluten-free brownies and making gluten-free brownies for that cheat meal. It's basically a cheat night, I guess. But yeah, like, I'll go to town, but then I'll get right back on the grind. Like, right back to it, right back to chicken and rice. Right back to steak, right back to broccoli and asparagus, right back to eating some nice fruits like bananas or blueberries. Get those antioxidants and potassium in there to help recover from any soreness. Like, it's right back to it. And so I don't really get too worried about that. But honestly, like, if you're doing that every day and calling yourself a personal trainer, bro, you ain't practicing what you preach. How is anyone supposed to follow you? How is anybody supposed to have your leadership and take it seriously? This is another thing I think that's so wrong with relationships. Everybody wants to run away from the pain in the relationships, and everybody wants to also run toward the pleasure, which is understandable, but it's like nobody actually wants to stay when things are hard anymore, because a lot of people haven't dealt with the things inside themselves, and it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to look at your mistakes and know that you're the one that fucked up and there's nobody else that did it. It was you, man. It was all you. It was your fault. And that's a tough thing to accept sometimes, depending on the severity of the situation. But you have to also keep a little bit of levity in the situation about yourself. and give yourself some grace. It's like we all fall short, man. We all fall short. But these people that want to isolate you based off of how you're doing well, fuck those people. Screw them. They are agents of the devil, as far as I'm concerned. And do you want to be around people like that? Or do you want to be around people that help you grow? Because even having conversations like this with people, this is something I've noticed in my consultation sessions recently. It's like the more I have consultation sessions about certain topics, even semen retention, the more I talk about it and the more I understand it and the deeper I go into it and the more I realize that, you know, this is like the semen retention journey is more than I could have ever possibly imagined. And it's increasing my spiritual vibrancy at a much higher rate than anything I could have ever possibly imagined. But it makes sense, right? It makes sense that when you do things that conserve energy, you also raise your level of resources in some way. And so that's the kind of man that I hope to become, is a man with resources, a man that has access to territory, a man that has a clean body, a man that has a clean and free mind that is pure, and a man that is willing to, you know, do what needs to be done and have a spine. And then be generous enough to share that which I have excess of. And a lot of people don't think like that because they're very selfish. And I'm just calling a spade a spade. But the more that you are successful on this journey, the more they're going to realize, oh shit, he's for real. Or she's for real. Like once you are that man or that woman, that's when you know you've done it. You are who you are. And you are becoming the best version of yourself. And you are the best version of yourself in that moment. Only getting better with time. And there really is no greater feeling than making the haters hate that they ever disrespected you. Because now when they kind of try to come be friends and they act like, oh, they've known you forever. Who are you? Who are you again? Oh, that's right. I don't care anymore. And there's going to be people that come in and out of your life that you're probably good with and that you just don't talk to them for a year or so. And then they come back and it's like, hey, how's it going? You know, you're good. But there's a difference between that and then the haters. So with that being said, I hope this message was useful and insightful. Until next time, stay blessed and peace be with you.